All right, Mini Wargamers, that is the end of our 350-point Dark Potential battle. And we're actually going to just combine words.
Post game. We're going to play the post game.
Yeah, we're going to combine this
I don't even know what I'm saying.
as our outro and the post game. We're just, for people who don't have the vault, because we want everyone to see this one pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now, I know some of you are thinking that it was like grossly imbalanced, and it was this game, particularly just because of
who went first?
first turn is actually super important in this game because you can't lose initiative, and so you can put your guys out in the open and then go to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Well, if you go second, all your guys have to be out of sight completely because if you're inside at all, you will die.
Yeah.
And so afterwards, we didn't really realize it, but afterwards when we looked at the board and after we had deployed, it was like, really, there was nowhere I could go except if I was like hiding way in the back. And I wouldn't be able to do anything all game. Maybe hop up, try to shoot once, and then get pounded by everyone else on the roof.
Because when we set up the board, it looked really nice. Like it looks like a nice little cityscape there. And it looks like a lot of terrain in comparison to the other game types, like for Warhammer and War Machine. But really, like, you can shoot the entire board from right here, and this is a big death trap in the open here, and over here. Like, as soon as you got on a rooftop, I think the biggest thing we could have done to change the entire layout would have put the tallest buildings all in the middle here. So like instead of having the short ones in the middle, put the short ones on the edges, and then the tall ones in the middle.
I agree with that.
So make the alleyways a bit narrower as well.
Honestly, to Owen's credit, he used his anti-gravity mines very well. And his commander with like speed 5, which is so slow,
Yeah.
it's like gravity mines, whoop, and getting them up there. And then once you're up there,
yeah, he didn't have to move.
Like once you jump up to a building, you have to like clump up along the side. And as soon as you clump up against that gun, it's over.
Yeah, because my guys, the anti-gravity mine, because normally to move up the building, anyone can go up and down a building. It just costs double your movement to do it. And so this is a 10-inch tall building, so that's 20 inches for a normal person. And then you throw down one grenade, which makes it 10 inches. And then you throw down the second grenade, which makes it 5 inches. And I could throw a third one down and make it like 2.5 inches to go up a 10-inch building. And which is really convenient for Zlanthos. So I guess in cityscapes, which is what this game is supposed to be, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Those gravity grenades are going to make a big difference.
Yeah, and it all depends on terrain. What else? Okay, so yeah, the assassin running in was super good on your part as well. So you played you played well. It wasn't just like
I've been figuring. No, I agree. I understand.
But it's just like, maybe the viewer, like maybe you can comment. I have no idea what I could have done differently. Really, like that would have made a big difference in the end. I was hunkered down in the open.
Yeah.
Like from the start, it was like you were like, okay, you got all the angles, so I couldn't move anywhere, so I had to hunker up. And then you were able to just come up and flank, and I couldn't move out and shoot you without getting absolutely slaughtered.
Yeah, because they were headed up there.
And you had way more squads. I went kind of more in elite, just kind of with the Fort Observers. But also, Matt changing the rules. You gotta always reread because the Fort Observer has one more defense than it did last time. I'm pretty sure. And so I also that would have been one less hit on the Fort Observer here. Maybe would have missed, or no, you hit exactly with your commander, so it would have been one less command point on him. So
I was never out of command points.
Right, but
it could have been a difference.
Right,
yeah.
It could have made 0, and then maybe I would have gone for him because there would have been no rerolls if you would have broke. And so it's just that one little stat difference make a huge deal. In the end, and so yeah, it would have been one less hit from those guys shooting. So it's just like going back and thinking about it. Yeah, reread the rules, make sure you got your stats right for sure. But also line of sight blocking terrain. But no, it's still good. Again, we're still learning the game, so
all the orange markers on there, which I don't know if we explained, they were the objective.
Yes.
Grab an objective, and then you pick it up. You're -1 morale, and if you get it off the board, it's 2 points. It's 1 point if you're just holding it. But
on turn 6.
Yeah, on turn 6, which we totally ignored, but that was what the point was, because I figured I could try and kill him, and I did. But yeah, we need more terrain. Lots and lots of terrain.
It's more the line of sight blocking terrain more than lots of terrain. It's like you need to have you can't have lines going across the board. There has to be some firing lanes, but very few.
You really want to stagger stuff, like move these guys out of the way here. and just
Like if this was like here, and this was like this.
then the whole game's different right then on there.
Like all of a sudden,
Yeah.
that becomes a completely different game. Where, yeah, completely different game.
Because the issue was, though, I didn't set it up like that because I also wanted to go for something somewhat, not cinematic,
You
but
wanted a
maybe
rooftop
narrative.
shot. You wanted rooftop fighting.
I did, and I wanted it set up like an actual city. Like, you could argue that there were streets running along here, and the buildings are all lined up. Like, that was the thinking that I had when I did it. But anyway, stay tuned. There's going to be more Dark Potential Bat Reps. I guarantee it. And hopefully you get a better idea of how this works. Well, you get a good idea from this. You see what not to do in this game. Don't set up the train like that, and don't get in the open, or the Xylanthos will kill you. Happy wargaming.